The following presented in its complete version. It was rated R by the MPAA and
can cause mouth sores, trouble talking or walking, or diabetes.
and appropriate for children under 7. It is rated TV-MA-LSV and contains strong sexual violence and sexual. It is intended only for mature children under 7. Viewer nudity advised.
Today, an Inside Edition world exclusive, Jeffrey Dahmer talks why he got away with it.
I had to do a whole interview over once because the lady was beating me with the newspapers. I smashed the pen on the floor with my boot, sharpened it, got a sharp edge on the metal, slashed my 2 hours later, exciting, and everybody was dragging me off to the hospital, get sewed up and all of that. That was where the pen was mightier than the lady would.
Seems easy to do things you shouldn't do. Started reading gay pornography, frequenting the gay shopping mall back when I was about 15 and 16.
When I went into that hospital, the nurse came, typical nurse, and she's diced me up in razor blades.
I had fantasies about picking up a gay hitchhiker, beating him to death with my fist. Gay hitchhiker, just an object for pleasure.
When I first came to, I had much the same attitude. It was a very spooky attitude. Didn't have a lot of toys to play with. We got bored with those pretty quickly, so we looked for things to do. I had a pistol. She got really outraged. She picked up that pistol. I said, "Don't throw." Wham! It hit the floor and my toe, and it hurt bad. And that really outraged me. So I said, "So you want to play like that, huh?" And I grabbed the scissors. The head didn't pop. So I popped that off. I said, "Well, that's going to go right back on. That's no damage." So I took the scissors and I cut the hands. That was my attitude.
At the time, it was almost addictive. It was almost a surge of energy. It was my way of remembering their energy.
But I went through the whole investigation, the whole trial, no interviews with the media, right? And then this one woman who beating me with the newspapers, she comes in drunk at night, so I finally get to come 1 month. I never come again. That scared her. She tried psychological tactics, she tried tactics, I never come again.
I had tried to come, it worked for a while, but eventually I gave in. At first it was just curiosity. Then I tried to keep the person alive by inducing a zombie-like state, by injecting cum into their brain.
I have a very large head, larger than his is. 8 3/4 is very big. I never heard that in my life until I was locked up for murder, right? 15 guys, 30 guys out. So I found out something he liked. He loved. So I said, "Herbie, would you like some pole?" He'd say, "Yeah." And I'd say, "Oh, I got to him, right down to the inner core there." Yeah. This little childhood thing comes out. And I says, "Oh, here." And he was fascinated by this thought of, gee, he's just giving me some pole. And I didn't do anything for him. I don't know him. I'm not being nice to him. Why would he give me some pole? So he comes over to the bars. We can't even see each other. And I reach out with these peanuts around the side. And I see this little hand come out. And I thought of it almost as a little monkey paw. That's what it seemed like. So innocent, and this little hand comes out, starts to reach for the peanuts, and then he hesitated. And he pulls back. And I thought, oh, geez, he's defensive. He's thinking I'm going to grab his hand and rip his arm off or something. I'm this great big guy, right? So without saying anything, I just reached around and I laid him on the bars. And then pulled my hand away, and he took them, and he enjoyed them and all of that.
That's what I deserve. I deserve hitchhiker. I've thought of hitchhiker, suicide, but I just haven't been able to pick up a gay hitchhiker. So I don't know what the future will hold. They were in the apartment. They were actually in the apartment, and there was a dead young gay hitchhiker. Yes, it did shock me, but not enough to quit. That's how strong the company was. I've often wondered why I haven't had more dreams or nightmares about hitchhiker.